Morning everyone, welcome to Irene Country Club to our live newsletter. As we've done for the last couple of weeks, we are doing some of the new rules changes that's happened in the golfing industry. And what we're doing today is I'm going to show you some of the people that's still unsure what to do in a bunker, what you're allowed to do now and what you're not allowed to do. So one of the new things that's changed in the new bunker rule, the bunker rule is now a separate section in the rules of golf. It's not part of hazards anymore because there is no hazards. It's now penalty areas, and bunkers is now separated as one section in the rules. So what they've changed with the bunkers is you are now, when you walk into a bunker, if there's quite a steep face, previously you were not allowed to touch anything inside the bunker. What you're allowed to do now is when you walk into a bunker in a steep face and you climb in and you have to stabilize yourself, you're allowed to touch the sand with your club. So you're allowed to do that as long as you don't seem to be testing the surface of the sand. So if you start doing this type of movement in the bunker, that's deemed to be testing the surface. So when you do climb into a bunker and you do use your club just to stabilize yourself, you are allowed to do that now. When we're moving into the bunker, I've hit it into the left-hand side of the left-hand bunker of the first hole. You are also now allowed to move loose impediments in a bunker. So things like leaves, rocks, stones, you're allowed to move where previously you were not allowed to do that. So that is a new rules change that's happened, which you are allowed to do now without a penalty. What you're still not allowed to do in a bunker is you're still not allowed to touch the sand with your club in the line of play where you're playing to. So you're still not allowed to touch it at the back, still not allowed to touch it in the front. You're also not allowed to touch it while you're dressing, obviously, and on your backswing, you're also not allowed to do that. You're also not allowed to make a practice swing in the bunker because that's deemed as testing the surface in the bunker. So there are a couple of things that you're now allowed to do in a bunker, which I think everybody needs to take note of. So when you do climb into a bunker and you are using your club in the bunker as a stabilizer, you are allowed to do that. You're also allowed to, when you have two clubs and you're unsure what club you're going to hit, when you take the two clubs into the bunker, you're allowed to put the one club down and then use the other club if you need to, because it's not deemed as testing the surface. So hopefully that helps a little bit in terms of the bunkers. There are one or two other changes that's happened in terms of dropping, but we'll touch on that maybe next week with you in the rules that we do every Friday. And obviously when you've done playing your bunker shot, please make sure that you rake the bunkers, leave it as it is, in a great condition for the players that come after you. I'm just going to touch on some club news. Everybody knows that the Cricket World Cup is on, and we haven't been having a great time at the World Cup in England, but South Africa is playing Afghanistan tomorrow. So let's support the boys. They've got 1 point on the board against West Indies when they're drained out. So let's support the boys. Let's make sure that they have a great finish. There's a couple of games left, and hopefully they can pull a miracle out of that for us. Club news, some upcoming events. Tonight we've got Rock Bottom Special. That's a steak, egg and chips for 75 Rand. Come and join us at the club. The Beer and Braai Sunday lunch is on the 23rd of June. That's next week Sunday. If you'd like to, you can book there with our events department. The Sundowners is on the 28th of June. That'll be, as per usual, live music. There's a spit braai on, kids entertainment, so come and join us for the evening. The Maple Leaf Mixed Open is happening on the 14th of July. You can, for any queries, you can ask either our events department or you can contact the Pro Shop. And then we've got some Bulls versus Lions tickets still left for our suite tomorrow. Starts at 5:15. There's a couple of tickets left, 400 Rand a ticket. Includes your snacks, your tickets, and also your beverages for the evening. I think there's about 5 or 6 tickets left, so contact me personally on 083-603-2555 and I'll be able to assist you on that. Next week we'll do a little bit of a bridge update as to where we are, what we're doing. We'll also be putting that in our newsletter next week, just to give the members an update as to where we are with the bridge. The new bridge is up. We're just doing a little bit of last things with the pathways just to ensure that the bridge is finalized in the next month or so. So I'll give you a complete update on that bridge for next week. Thank you very much for listening to me, and we'll see you next week.